Pretty.
Hello everyone and welcome to Holocron Transmissions. I am Patrick and today we have Omadaun here. Say hi.
Hello.
And today we are reviewing the new episode of Star Wars Rebels back from its break, and the episode is called Ghost of Geonosis. So, tell me Omadaun, what do you think of this episode overall before we go into the full review?
I actually thought it was a good starting on point and jumping on point for Saul Guerrero into his Rebels series, because at this point we've seen that we've had a lot of argumentation between characters within the Rebel faction over the last few seasons. This is showing more of that extremist viewpoint. And ones that are very old wounds that go back to stories we remember.
From the Clone Wars.
Exactly.
Now, I liked the episode, but I'm not 100% like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I just thought it was okay, in my opinion. But let's go into the episode now and talk about lots of the scenes and whatnot, and then we'll give our final thoughts and ratings. So, the episode starts off with our ghost crew talking about the mission and whatnot to pick up this rebel crew that was sent to Geonosis that has not
lost
returned.
Contact. Yeah.
So we go back to Geonosis once again, and this time they have noticed that all of the machine weaponry or the stuff that was around Geonosis is gone now from the space.
Yes, all the clutter that the last time they went there, was it earlier this season or was it the previous season?
It was this season.
Yeah, you still had all that space debris around Geonosis.
No, you're right. It was season 2. Season 2.
Yeah.
That was right.
All that space debris is gone completely.
Yeah, and that has to be from when they were building the Death Star, or at least the main weapon around Geonosis and whatnot. Right. So basically, our heroes go to Geonosis and whatnot, and they look around, and Rex talks about Saw Gerrera, about the old days and whatnot, and all of that, and we get to see Ezra with his new helmet there with Sabine's paint job. And and Sabine as well, also too, went with Seb to look for this shield generator reactor.
It was a shield generator. The thing was, this was military grade shield generators. Basically the type that you see on Hoth. These are an old Clone Wars separatist model of them.
Yep.
But the fact that it was in working order is amazing, because you gotta realize Clone Wars are nearly 20 years prior to this.
Very true. That is very, very true. So basically, though, they both have their separate missions. The main crew that we see here, of course, tries to find the rebels. They did, but on their helmets and whatnot, basically we learned that all of them been killed by battle droids, and so they fight the battle droids here. They knock them all down, and then they get help, of course, from the legend himself, Saw Gerrera,
who is voiced by Forrest Whitaker himself,
which is very surprising, to be honest with you.
Well, Disney probably got him on board since they do own the rights to Star Wars.
Yeah, but I'm very happy with his voice acting here and whatnot.
Yes, it's not that that you hear because of all the respiration he has. It's a more somber, quieter version of what we remember from Clone Wars. Yeah,
but you do still hear some of the type of thing and whatnot, which I'm fine with. It's a good balance, though, to show like the midpoint way of him, before Rogue One and whatnot. And it's a good midway point too for the Clone Wars, and you get to see his armor still kind of the same as in Rogue One, but just have all the extra stuff, the cape on it, and all of that and whatnot. Right. And he's still bald here, as he was in the beginning of Rogue One when he found in Jin and whatnot. Now, interesting question is, do you think that we will see Jyn Erso in the next couple of episodes?
No. I think if we're going to see her, they're going to do that in season 4, not
All right.
this season.
Not in this season?
Yeah, because I feel like in season 4 we're going to get some more of him, and he's going to be crazier.
All right, I gotcha. I see. I do agree. I don't think we're going to see Jyn. We might get a little hint of Jyn, though, maybe from Saw Gerrera. But also, too, do you think that we will see what happened to Saw Gerrera and Rogue One in this season of Rebels or next season?
I think we're going to see it in next season. There's just too much that they're setting up for a season 4, and this feels we're starting to see the fractured state of the Rebels.
Well, knowing from Rebels' track record, we might get to see in the season finale of this season, I feel like. That's why.
Maybe.
But basically, though, Saul says there's a bug. We have to kill the bug and whatnot. He's here. We have to kill it. They kill my crew. And they all said, no, we're just here to rescue. But they all agreed to help find the bug. And they do. They do find a bug that controls the droids. And, of course, Sabine and Seb was in trouble. But they got saved after they destroyed the bug's machine.
Interesting enough, the bug who Ezra nicknames Tic Tac,
Mm-hmm.
Click Clack, I mean.
Click Clack, uh-huh.
He is basically a Geonosian drone, and this entire episode, you just see the most terrified look on his face. Like, this guy is seen
go
on, and it's messed with him. He is terrified, and the fact that he can't, Geonosians can't verbally speak basic.
Yep.
It's and I don't know if any of the characters here know Bachi, which is basically like the common language of every species in the Star Wars universe.
And the only Geonosian that could speak basic was Pago the Lesser, but he died in episode 3.
Yes, well, Pago the Lesser was also a leader was under the Queen, was basically the political figurehead.
Yes, and the one who helped build part of the station of the Death Star. And also, too, we saw that he was trying to tell them about the Death Star or whatnot, but they misunderstood it for what they later found was gas canisters and whatnot. So that's kind of funny and kind of like sad at the same time there. Yeah. But basically, though, they go find where his home is, and they notice that he has a queen egg and whatnot and such, and they want to protect it. But then the Empire comes, tries to attack them with the jetpack troopers. They save the jetpack. They kill the jetpack troopers and whatnot. They find the gas canisters and whatnot, and they fought. The symbol that I drew was that. So Saw Gerrera let the bug go after some great conflict about almost stealing the ghost ship and kicking off the whole crew and whatnot, which does show us more of his extreme side, I think.
I'd like to say that, in all honesty, it seems like Saw Gerrera's actions is what hindered them from finding out about the Death Star ideas.
Oh yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Or maybe he was just referring to the gas canisters, because remember, he is a drone. He wasn't fully knowledge of what they were building and such. That was Pago the Lesser who was in charge of that. They're just drones. They do what they're told. Oh yeah,
agreed. Now
let's just say though, seeing Sabine take out jetpack troopers was pretty good.
Good. Get
to see it's basically watching guys who've trained militaristically with this, as opposed to a Mandalorian who lives on the flying jets and have to work around them.
Yeah, and Ezra makes a nice comment about Sabine. And do you think there ever will be a love thing between Sabine and Ezra or no?
I want to say yes and no. I think it won't be like something fully fleshed on. But
Gotcha.
there is some sort of underlying attraction, being that they're like kind of like the two younger kids of
And
the
they're both
group.
the same age. Now they're both the same age. So
Yeah,
yeah, and also too, like I said, they escape from there by destroying this Imperial ship or shuttle and whatnot. And Sakura joins the rebellion and all of that, and all of that such there.
well, no,
So
he was part of the rebellion.
no, I mean, he joins the crew there. That's what I'm trying to
Oh
say.
yeah, he teamed up with them.
Oh yeah, he team up with them, yeah, and whatnot. And now we get to see how extreme he goes to where he was kicked out from the actual rebellion itself. Because you saw, and even as not Ezra, but even Kenan said, sometimes your allies won't always agree on the same ways to deal with stuff. You know?
Yeah, they're not everybody joins the same cause as you for the same reasons. And Saul Guerrero is definitely very much revenge driven.
Oh,
I
very
mean,
much.
yeah, just seeing the image of his sister in that little hologram that dropped off him in Ezra Finds.
Yeah, and I have to say something. That hologram thing they used for his sister was just terrible. I don't. It looked like a shitty carved statue. I mean, I know it's like the motto they choose, how they did it. It's like it was incomplete. It. Why did they do that? Why did he not just grab a picture from the Clone Wars show, or like grab the motto from the Clone Wars show and just chop off the face and just put it in as a hologram? It looks so terrible looking. The picture to me looks so terrible. It didn't look right.
I think it looked fine the way
Not
it
to me.
was.
Not to me. It's just how the colors were off that. I didn't like it. But yeah, that's my biggest complaint though with this episode's that, and uh also too how like they kind of trust Sakura after he was about to like kick them all off and kill and torture the click clack and whatnot. It's like, oh, you guys are a little bit too trustworthy with Sakura. But I understand why, and also too, Rex has history, of course, with Saul.
Yeah,
So
and that's something that's definitely a great part of it is you can see the history between Saul Guerrero and Rex.
oh yeah, you
Because
definitely can.
Rex was part of the team there with Anakin and Ahsoka, helping Saul Guerrero's people stage a
Attack.
civil war
Yeah,
against those in charge. It's like
yeah.
they taught them how to fight because at the time Saul Guerrero's group, they were all fucking teenagers.
Yeah, but also too, they did not know so much about tactics and how to
Exactly.
fight the separatist machine.
They were kids rebelling against. It's like, and Anakin and Ahsoka and the clones gave them hope and showed them how to fight back.
Oh yeah, I agree. I 1% agree with that, and the whole tragic thing with the sister as well and whatnot
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So let's go on to our final thoughts and rating. So Omadaun, what do you rate the episode, and your overall final thoughts on the episode?
I think the episode is definitely an 8 out of 10. It definitely shows us the mindset of Saul Guerrero that the old wounds about losing his sister from Clone Wars have actually been pushing on him, and this is a guy getting close to the verge of breaking point. He will lash out at anybody to get his information. Even still, the thing is like he was constantly pushing like this bug knows more. This bug knows more. He's not telling us anything. He knows. He's not willing to listen to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He's so driven. It's like he's looking for phantoms where there's no phantoms. The Geonosis click clack. He didn't understand the Death Star thing. He was talking about the gases, and like the only thing that Saul Guerrero that kind of backed Saul Guerrero off was they gassed everybody he knew.
Mm-hmm.
He is alone with the last remaining part of his species. Saul Guerrero can understand that losing the only person he had in his life, his sister.
Oh, I agree. And also, too, I will bring this up, too. I like, too, what they do with Ezra as well, with the whole, like, connecting to the Force thing and whatnot, because he was more calm and whatnot to Click-Clack and whatnot than Saw Gerrera was.
Yes, and this is an interesting thing. Honestly, when it comes to Ezra, he seems to have more in touch with non-humanoid species, non-human species
than human species.
Yes, and I think there's something to be said about that. It's like it's probably going to play into more of Ezra. As you notice, is like as it's been going on, he has less tolerance for dealing with any of the human characters, but he has more tolerance with dealing with like any of the alien species, like Hondo or when they rescue the Wookiees or when the gas
star
whales.
Creatures.
Yeah, it's like hell. The one he's connected with most, the two characters he connects with most on the Ghost are Zeb and Chopper, a droid and an alien character. It's like it's interesting to think about. It's just like he connects with those who are not people.
Yep, I agree. Now, I'll go into my rating. I give, like I said, part 1, part 2. We're putting these 2 episodes together. We're not ranking them separately because there's no need to. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I like the episodes. I find them very enjoyable to watch. I didn't really dislike anything truly about them, but I still felt very lackluster from the episode. So it's like, I don't know. I was, I don't know. Maybe I was expecting something more. Maybe I wasn't. But there's just something about the episodes that make me feel like there was something missing to me. There's something missing to me. But I'm not saying there are bad episodes. There's still good episodes. They're better than filler episodes that they have been doing in Rebels. Oh God, season 2 of the filler episodes, Jesus. But overall though, they were very good episodes. I like how they're handling Saw Gerrera so far right now, and also too, I'm hoping we get to see more about Saw and Rex's relationship, and I hope too that Rebels does develop Ezra a bit more. We don't need more development of Kanan. Maybe Kanan and Harris relationship. I like to see them actually confirming that they're a couple, instead of teasing about it. But I like to see more of Ezra's growth and whatnot, and I'm hoping we get to see that in the finale with the Darth Maul and Obi-Wan fight.
What do you see happening with when it comes to relationships of different characters from this point?
What I see happening, I don't know for sure. Ezra and I still turn to the dark side or light side. I'm going with the light side though. But if Kanan was killed down, and if I know I'm predicting that Kanan's going to die in the season or next season at least, Ezra could do something rash about it. I feel like Rex's and Saw Gerrera's relationship is going to be separating after the accident that's going to be happening with Saw Gerrera here soon. Sabine might have more connection to Ezra, maybe. We don't know for sure yet. And with Ahsoka and Vader, I'm hoping we get to see something of that here soon. And of course, too, we don't have a big connection with Darth Maul and Obi-Wan. And maybe have a nice chat first before they go into a full-on lightsaber duel. So, yeah.
I'm kind of interested in seeing is Rex with Saw Gerrera. Rex, I feel, is going to be dying soon.
You do feel that? Do you feel like Saw Gerrera is going to kill Rex?
I feel maybe not meaning
directly,
to, but I feel like he's going to get killed because of something Saw Gerrera does.
Okay, all right. That could be very nice to have that there indeed, for character arc and development. I feel like
yes, because you have someone who's made peace with his past, as opposed to someone who's stewed in his own past.
Very true. I agree. So that is our review though of Star Wars Rebels, Ghost of Geonosis. I hope you enjoy it. please leave a comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are of the episode. And also, too, if you like our conversation, please subscribe and look for more of our stuff on Star Wars Rebels. We're going to be reviewing each and every episode, of course. And also, too, we'll be talking about the films, video games, and much, much more of Star Wars coming out. So thank you all for watching, and may the Force be with you all always.